Hello and welcome to Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to have a little review of Back to the Drive-In. Back to the Drive-In is directed by April Wright, who has had a reputation of diving into different drive-ins and making documentary films about them before, and this time she gets a brand new subject when, after the pandemics hit, everyone went back to the drive-ins. But behind the scenes, the struggle for the resilient owners determined to keep their unique drive-ins alive. We get to see how everybody behind the scenes tried to make this become a new change, and we all know how horrendous living through the COVID era was, and drive-ins gave people a chance to go and see movies because they had to stay in their cars and do a bit of concessions as such. This gets to look at the fact that people got to use a lot more of the older popular movies, which, being English, that's the only way we get anything drive-in related. We only ever get the big flashy, this is the best movie ever favourites. So basically Grease, The Greatest Showman, and stuff like that. Home Alone's quite a popular one that comes up along. We don't really get too much of a range when we get drive-ins over here. But we get to see the challenge that comes about once the normal cinemas are opening and the new day of release materials, giving the drive-ins a lot less to work with, because people can just wait a week, 2 weeks, and it'll be on a streaming service. Yes, it's going to cost money, but it's still probably a lot cheaper than the drive-in, and the experience is slowly dwindling away. In the movie, we get to see a lot of different drive-ins that have their own little unique approach to making their drive-in a little bit different to anything else. But again, the core element is get your cars together. We're going to watch this movie in your car on a big screen in a big field. You can go inside and get the food. It's fine. It's very interesting to see how this became such a popular phenomenon in America, because I don't really feel like it's ever really taken off elsewhere, but it is something that would look like a lot of fun. As I said, they've tried it over here, especially in my area. We have the very seasonal drive-ins, but again, it rains every day in England, so we can't have a drive-in theatre. Well, you can, but you need your windscreen wipers on to see the movie. Not the best way to experience a movie, I would imagine. But anyway, I have slipped into a weird dimension where I've gone on a little bit one of my discussions that isn't about the movie. And this is actually a very interesting movie because you get to see how much the owners have put in to make this so much better, to make this an experience that everyone can enjoy, try to make it feel like it's got a personal touch. This is what will make this movie stand out more. And if you are a fan of seeing where movies fans are born and bred and get to see their first love of movies on the big screen at the drive-in cinema, this will give you everything you need to see. It does also get to have gets to see like the bad sides of how it is. Like, they get to mention the bad customers, but also how they feel like everything is slowly slipping away, and it needs to address what's going to be the next step. Can they be turned around again? Is it just because post-COVID there was a big boom for movies because it was something you could go out and do, but now people don't want to just do this anymore? It's just sort of become a bit less appealing almost to the casual fan of movies. I think this movie is one you could really get a good watch out of. I think you will learn a lot and see a lot of passion that goes into movies. So I will give this a total of 4 out of 5 stars, and my highly recommended statement that you should go and enjoy the movie. Thank you for watching or listening, or whichever you feel you've done. Until next time, goodbye.